What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Don back here with another build video, man. And today I got y'all with the best point guard build in the game, period. You know what I'm saying? It's a play shot, but it has to be made a little bit differently, man. One thing you want to do, you want to make sure you add some finishing to this build, because while the build is already one of the best in the game, it has the potential to be even better in the hands of a good player. And I already know if you're watching this video, you're probably pretty solid because you're looking for the best builds out there. But this is a play shot, but it's a little different, man. Watch the video, you know what I'm saying? Kick it with me. And make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna be dropping bangers, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's a traditional play shot. So, you know, you're gonna have to use the half green, half yellow pie chart for now. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go with the most speed because we want our point guard builds to be as fast as humanly possible, or at least as fast as 2K will let us be. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, this will be a play shot, but we are adding some finishing to this build. That's the most important thing to take away from it. We do want to add finishing. So, you will be going with an 82 with your close shot, an 80 with the drive-in layup, a 64 with the drive-in dunk. And I know that's kind of low, but don't worry too much, man. We're going to get it just right. And so what you want to do, you want to take the post hook up. I know we're not going to be doing post hooks and nothing on this build, but you want to take the post hook up enough to make sure you get those 3 finishing badges, man, because those will be super important to this build. Like I said, this is a play shot, but you want to be able to finish. So, all right, for the mid-range shot, we're going to take that all the way up, 3-point all the way up, free throw all the way up. Now, for the post fade, you want to take it up just enough to get those 22 badges, man. We always want to make sure if we can, or if we can get close enough to another badge, you want to make sure you do that. It'll make your build a lot better for it. Just trust me on that. And we're going to do the same thing with post control. Just take that up just enough because we want to get 22 of those playmaking badges. So that'll take it up to a 44. So far, we got 3 finishing, 22 shooting, 22 playmaking, and we're going to see what we can squeeze out of defense. So we're going to go ahead and take the perimeter defense all the way up. The lateral quickness, we want that all the way up. Still, we're going to take that all the way up, and then with the rest of the points, we're going to put those on defensive rebounding, and that does get you 6 defensive badges. You don't want to always have builds that can't defend at all. You need to have a build that's kind of balanced, you know what I'm saying? Something that you can take pretty much any game mode and be successful. With 6 badges, I mean, while it's not a crazy amount, I mean, truthfully, the max you can get on this build is 9, so to take 3 less and go ahead and get 3 finishing badges is more than enough. So with the finishing, what makes this build special is you get really close to getting quick drops off 1. But what we're gonna do with the height and all that other stuff is gonna push us a little bit further away from it, but we're not really too worried. For the height, we'll be going with 6'1". For the weight, you're gonna go minimum, then just go up 2, because you do want to add just a little bit something to it. And then for the wingspan, we will be going with the minimum wingspan and then just 1 tick up. So you want to do the 73.9. And you see it does give you a 62 driving dunk. But the cool thing about this game that's not on next gen is that, you know, when you hit 95, you know, up to 99, you get that +4. The +3. Once you get the +3, what you want to do is add quick drops off 1. Quick drops off 1 is a super OP bad. I mean, it's real fast. You know, if you run it through the paint, you get that little bit of opening, and you can actually finish that a lot. So with those 3 badges, which we will talk about in a second. So with this, you see this is a play shot, but it has slash and take. It is a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? But we just gonna go with either go with the playmaking take or the sharpshooter take. For the video, we can go with the sharpshooter take. It gives you a playmaking shot creator, shades of Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, and Darius Garland. So I think it's closest to Steph Curry because you do have a little bit of finishing. You know, Steph is kind of wild with the layup sometimes. But yeah, so we can go ahead and test the build so I can show you where you want to put these badges at, because that is the most important part of this. This is what's gonna make the build a little different than you're used to. So while you're making this build, what you want to do, you want to all 3 of those badges, you want to put them on Slithery Finisher up until you get to that 65. Once you get to the 65 on the driving dunk, that's when I would suggest taking Slithery down just 1, and then go ahead and putting Limitless Takeoff on right there. And if you want to have both on silver, just as soon as you hit 39 and get that extra badge, put it on finishing. But I would suggest putting it on defense just to get you 1 more defensive badge. Like you saw the stats. The stats aren't bad at all. It's just, you know, that you only get 6 badges. So when you get that extra badge, go ahead and slide that thing on defense, man. So with this build, sniper is one of the badges that we will always go with as high as we can get it on a build. Stop and pop is just something about this badge that makes you super lethal. Once you get those like little step back animations, or if you're cooking up and you can just stop real quick and shoot that thing, that's exactly what you want to do. Hot Zone Hunter, we're gonna put that on Hall of Fame. Deadeye Hall of Fame. Blinders Hall of Fame. And then with the last two, it is completely up to you. It depends on how you play. So if you're one of those people that tries to get the mismatch lot, if you go up against a lot of other taller players, because if teams are in a 2-3, just find out which side the taller player's on. You know, ask your shooting guard, hey man, how tall was your guy? Or if it's a lockdown, ask small forward, hey man, how tall was that guy? To make sure you got at least the 4-inch difference so you can shoot that. But you can also just put it on catch and shoot. I mean, you're the primary ball handler, so you won't need catch and shoot a bunch, but it is always good to have extra badges. Now for the Playmaker, this one also depends on your playstyle. If you're more of an ISO guard, you probably won't need bullet passer that high, but I like to have it on at least gold. You know, that makes me feel comfortable. Honestly, unpluggable, you don't need it super high. I would say the highest you should go is silver. I don't really need it outside of that. Playing a lot of Pro-Am, I would suggest you get that needle threader kind of high. Glue hands, put that on at least bronze. Handles for days, I'm gonna put that there. Quick first step, and put that there. And then for the rest of these, you know, just go ahead and hyperdrive on gold. I like to have space creator on at least bronze. And then, you know, tight handles on gold. Tight handles is something that I use a lot. If you dribble a lot, make sure you put a quick chain on. Maybe that's something you want to do. There's a bunch of different ways you can, you know, edit the Playmaker badges to get the best out of the build. So just make sure that it matches your playstyle. Because like for me, maybe I might want stop and go on. I use stop and go quite a bit. I don't necessarily left right, but I do a lot of quick moves into like those stop and pop type situations. So yeah, that's why this build is the best build for me, hands down. And then with the defense, this is up to you. So if you're playing at the top of the key, you know, you're one of the on-ball defenders, and you don't have a team to run with, then you might want to put clamps a little bit higher than I'm gonna put it here, because I don't really have to play at the top when I'm playing on my squad. So, you know, I don't really need clamps that high. I just want it just so I have it so that, you know, ain't nobody just running right past me. Interceptor, that's one of the best badges. Make sure you have that on. I like to have Intimidator on because you do have to contest shots. No matter where you are on the court, you're going to have to test shots. You're gonna have to contest shots, you know, make sure ain't nobody just letting them things off on you, because this build is short. And then off-ball pass, because like I said, I do play the corner on the 2-3 just because we got lockdowns on my squad, so I don't really need to play up top because we got much better defenders. But yeah, this is a dope build. I really love it. This is the build I actually use, and yeah, I shoot pretty well. I finish pretty well. I really don't have any issues with this build whatsoever. I don't feel like it's lacking in anything. But yeah, I will catch y'all boys in the next one, man. It's your boy Don, and I'm up out of here. Peace.